Score 955.
And this is Hypergamer.
Playing more Code Veronica. Today, we're on part 5. So, what would you like to discuss today?
That's a very good question. I have no idea. I can't remember where we're up to.
Okay, so we left off in the pool.
Ah,
I
yes.
was joking about the naked zombies.
And the zombies falling down the stairs, of course.
Yeah. So, I've been making my way through this game. For the first time, yeah. I remember now, last time I played, I only got through the first half.
And got up to the tyrant.
Yeah. I knew that wasn't the end of the game, but I hadn't continued past that.
Yeah, the tyrant on the plane is actually deceptively hard. And there are multiple cases where you can pretty much stuff yourself over to the point where you cannot continue.
Yeah. I really love how Code Veronica, though, does a bait and switch on you.
For sure. The fact that you get to that point where it's alright, it's a pretty long game. You've gotten to the end. Nope.
Yeah, it's running to about the same length as 2, 3. Hell, I think 2 is about where they first started doing this, you know?
With the bait and switch sort of thing.
Yeah, because you only see it in the B scenario. But, you get the tyrant. Alright, that's the final boss. Get the train rolling. Here comes Birkin.
That's true. That is true. Although for this one it is to a much bigger extent.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically to the whole other half of the game.
Which is great for people and just like for people who enjoy the games, not so great for people who enjoy speedrunning.
Yeah. I end up leaving this zombie here alive just because it's like, you know, I'm not gonna waste the ammo and I don't have to get close enough to him to trigger him. So why bother?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, you don't have to kill all zombies, we're not on a kill-all run.
I don't think there's enough ammo in the game for that.
Oh, you most certainly have to use the knife.
At that point, yeah. Oh man. So, BOW gas rounds. Those were a nifty little concept in this game.
Oh, for sure.
Sadly, they only give you 3 in the entire game.
I thought there was more in the game, but they're all very well hidden.
No, I looked it up. There's only the 3 that you get in the room with the scanner.
Interesting.
Where you make the metal.
I wonder why that is.
I think it's because it KOs almost any enemy in the game.
Pretty much straight away.
It's literally the gas from Resident Evil 2 packed into grenades.
Then it's probably a good thing that they don't actually allow us to use it much, because I don't know if you remember, but in Resident Evil 2, the idea being that if you actually activate the gas in Scenario 1, or Scenario 8, in Scenario
2.
B, because they adapt to it, particularly the IVs.
Yeah, the IVs become poisonous. I don't think any of the other enemies change. Oh, I love this scene right here. You remember this room, right?
Yes, dude scares the shit out of people, of course.
Like, dude, let me out, let me out. Nope, sucks for you, man.
I also like how they just chill in that room until you actually bother to go in there later. Like, they could have easily escaped, but it's like, no, we're just gonna chill in here. It's cool, bros.
It's like I killed this guy. I'm gonna snack on him for a while, maybe take a nap.
Yeah, don't need to escape. There's no urgency. It's fine.
Like, I could bash through this, but then there's just gonna be another gate right outside. Oh, here it goes.
And I think that's another one of the things that's fairly interesting for the series. There are an awful lot of people still alive in this game when it comes to research stuff and all that during the game. Like, in Resident Evil 2, there was Marvin. And I guess you could say there was the dude at the start as well, and the police chief.
There was Marvin, Kendo, Annette, the police chief, technically Birkin if you want to be real technical.
Yeah, we're not going that technical.
I was going to be like, because he hasn't fully turned yet, but meh.
By the time of the... That's one of the things they're really unclear about, is, like, how long after is the game set from when Birkin turned?
I think it's literally... It can't be more than a day, because Hunk wakes up passed out in the sewers.
But that's the thing, because it is explicitly said by Annette that the rats in the sewers... The rats in the sewers that eat the T-virus are the ones that spread it throughout the city. But that would take more than a day.
Well, it wasn't just them, though.
No.
Remember, there was still a lot of infected creatures in the woods.
Yes.
That slowly started to seep into the city outskirts.
Oh, for sure, but Annette does explicitly state that it is the rats that ate the virus that actually, like, ramped it up throughout the city.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why I suspect, and I'd need to actually read into this if I remember / can be bothered, but I suspect that the Hunk scenario actually happens a fair while before the,
Well, yeah.
before the Claire
That
scenario,
makes sense.
yes.
Yeah. I always find it weird that it's Claire A that's the canonical one.
Well, it's a bit of an interesting one there, isn't it? Because Disc 1 is Leon.
Then the other thing is, Leon's on the left side of the car, right?
Uh-huh.
No, wait, actually, no, wait, that does make more
That makes exact sense, yes, in the cutscene. Because he is driving an American car, you are right. Well, actually...
Run around with the dogs.
That's the...
Yeah, I was gonna be like... but he slammed into the wall so he would get out on the left, so the B would be right.
Well, see, and this is something that you'd need to actually go back in a little bit of trivia for the viewers as well. If you actually watch the cutscene, depending on who you play in scenario A, the car will actually either hit the wall head on, or it'll flip and then hit backwards.
This is the reason why I hate the fucking bow gun.
11 billion shots to kill them.
Yeah, and unlike the pistol, it has no stagger.
Yeah. Bring back the Resident Evil 2 bow gun.
Yeah, actually, did you know they made a tech demo of Resident Evil 2 on the Game Boy Advance?
No, I did not. I knew that there was a prototype for Resident Evil 1 on the Game Boy Color.
Yeah, so I was looking at it. Obviously, it plays like hot garbage by, you know, even PS1 standards. But this was on a Game Boy Advance. Something that wasn't meant to have 3D graphics. Somehow they managed to get it.
Well...
Though, it never went anywhere past the first 2 areas, so...
Yeah, not surprised. It is a bit of a shame, though, because the Game Boy Advance is surprisingly powerful. And do keep in mind that this is Nintendo that managed to get fully 3D games working on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like, primitive, yes, but Star Fox 1 and 2 were certainly impressive.
Yeah. Certainly something that, back in the heyday, was fucking crazy.
Also, there was kind of the Gamecom version of Resident Evil 2.
Which version?
Gamecom?
I don't remember what that is.
No one does. It was a very, very niche handheld. Very few games released for it, but surprisingly, one of them was Resident Evil 2. But it is a completely different version of Resident Evil 2.
I remember there's a Tiger handheld toys version of Resident Evil 2.
That's it, Tiger Gamecom.
Oh, that!
Yeah.
That thing... Oh, that was the one actual console they made, while all the rest were just those shitty little backlight games.
Yep, they actually made a console.
Yeah,
well, handheld,
didn't
but yeah.
it only have the Leon A scenario and that's it?
I think it did. I've not played it. It's the only version of Resident Evil 2 that I don't own.
Yeah, I remember watching a video basically where this guy compared every difference between every single version of the game.
Yeah, that one's a bit of an outlier there.
Yeah.
So at what point do we remember that you need to get the wheel from the room?
I don't remember, to be honest with you. Maybe it was this part.
Well, certainly on the right track.
Yeah, it looks like I might be heading for the wheel. I don't remember. I think I might have looked it up because, as I said, I couldn't physically see it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one, isn't it?
Well, it's just with the damn TV and shit.
It is quite dark, though, that being said.
Yeah. Code Veronica is a hell of a lot darker than most of the games in both actual visual terms and tone.
Resident Evil...
Also, fuck moths.
Aren't these bats, though?
Oh no, I wasn't referring to the... that's why I am in current recording.
Right.
Like just a hall full of infinite moths. I don't like it. Oh yeah, no wait, this is the part that has me literally running around looking for the next item. I went to the MTF to buy time. Hoping I would remember what the fuck I was supposed to do. This is pretty much me just looking around checking everything.
Oh, I'm glad that we were not recording you actually playing this live, because I would be sitting here just going, it's just over there, what are you doing?
Yeah. That's another reason why this series is going to be a part or two longer. Hell, outside the moth room I just mentioned, I couldn't see the double doors. So I was like, where the fuck do I go? But that was just... all my issues happen to be with the brightness of this game.
Yes, the Duralumin... that thing. That case. With the handy little... I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. With the handy poison darts, or whatever they're called in this game.
Explosive powder.
Explosive powder, thank you.
Yeah. I don't think poison be very useful in these games.
No.
Poison too slow acting.
Corrosive might, but poison no.
Oh yeah. Acid rounds always do the trick. Oh man, I learned something about the first tyrant fight. So basically, if you don't blast him while he's on his knees, he'll just keep getting back up. You have to blast him down on his knees to finish him off, or else he'll just keep getting up and up.
Yep. In the plane, you actually have to blast him off, that's correct, yes.
Yeah, I got punched into the fire a couple times because of that.
He is a tricky fight, especially if you don't know what you're supposed to do.
I just walked up to him and unloaded a fuck ton of explosive rounds, because I had like 25, 26 explosive rounds stocked up. Then I used the acid bow rounds on the plane.
Well, yeah, so there's two different ways that I'm aware of that you can deal with him. You can blast him down to his knees, like just unload on him, and then hit him with the cargo. Or you can hit him with the cargo 3 times, I believe.
Oh no, I'm talking about the first fight. Basically, where he first shows up, he bashes through the gate.
Oh, on the bridge.
Just keeps walking. Yeah. That's the one I'm talking about.
Right, of course.
Yeah, because I've learned you have to knock him while he's on his knees. With the cargo plane, you just have to blast him down till he starts bleeding. Then you could catapult his ass out of the plane.
Yes, for sure.
Alright, this is where this part ends. This is Core 955.
And this is Hypergamer.
Thank you for joining us.